Welcome, one and all, to Tales Before Kids. And boy, do we have a special treat for you tonight. Oh, I've been looking through my book for so long, trying to find the right tale to terrorize the rest of our lives. And boy, oh boy, did I find a doozy. Wait, now where did I leave it? Yes, here it is. The tale is known as It Moved.
There was once a child that liked playing pranks and scaring his three younger siblings. He would often jump out at his two sisters to scare them. He would then terrorize his little brother by telling him how his toys moved on their own. But it was actually him moving them. One day, the children's parents gathered them all and said they would be moving into a new house that had rooms for everyone, but that they had to be on their best behavior because the owner did not want troublemakers living there. In fact, the house was vacant for quite some time because of that reason. They arrived at the house with all their belongings, and right away they began to settle in. The parents let the children explore the new house, and already a sinister smile is seen upon their oldest child's face. Lucas, do not think about doing any of those tricks here. We are lucky to be living here, so please be respectful. Lucas would look disappointed and nod at his dad, but after looking away, he would grin. Lucas could not wait until playing some pranks in this new house. But for the first few days, he was too busy unpacking his things to do any pranks. After they finished unpacking, he tried thinking of what to do to scare his siblings. But every time he tried, his dad or mom would spot him. Then one day, his little brother goes crying to their mom, saying Lucas is moving his toys again. The mom goes to Lucas and punishes him. But Lucas denies ever doing that. It makes Lucas angry and vengeful. So he throws his little brother's stuffed hero toy across the room. That is when the little brother says he was playing with that as he points to an empty spot. Lucas reacts confused about it and thinks his little brother has an imaginary friend. Lucas then walks out of the room and gets hit with the stuffed superhero toy and becomes mad. He then says without turning, I'm going to get you back for that. As the week went on, Lucas decided to play pranks that may seem like accidents on his siblings, such as shaking up soda cans before giving it to them, and leaving the bottle caps open on their bubbles, so when tipped over, they would get in trouble. One day, the children's parents decided to have a get-together with their other family members. The children had a lot of fun playing with their cousins, and Lucas enjoyed scaring them by saying that their toys are haunted. As the night went on and the family members started going home one by one, Lucas thought of scaring his remaining cousins along with his siblings. He thought about moving toys around to make it seem as though they were haunted. He snuck away without anyone seeing him and headed from the living room toward the hallway. The rooms were dark, but the kitchen light reached a bit into two of the rooms. As Lucas turned into the hallway, he noticed the stuffed superhero in the middle of the hallway. But it was standing. He knew that the stuffed toy could not stand on its own. He then gulps as he begins to walk slowly toward the stuffed toy. He begins to shake a little, and then suddenly stops as the hairs on his arms and the back of his little neck stand up. The stuffed toy turns its head to look at Lucas. It then begins to move its body freely like a person and runs into Lucas's room. Begins to jump around the room and on the bed. Lucas, in fear, rushes to close the door He jumps over into the dark corner, and Lucas senses the stuffed toy begin to smile, which is when he shuts the door. He then hears the stuffed toy jumping around in his room, so he runs over to his family, but no one is paying attention to him, and without a word coming from his mouth, it becomes far more difficult. His dad looks at Lucas and asks, what does he want? Which is when Lucas says, I, it, it, mo- mo- moved. His dad rolls his eyes and tells him to go to his room. He was not falling for one of his tricks. The dad said his cousins told him he was trying to scare them. With a terrified look upon Lucas's face, he goes to his aunt and uncle that are leaving, but still nothing comes out. As they pass through the kitchen, Lucas follows them, and in that instant, he turns his head towards the door. He knows something is there, and begins to walk slowly to it. He goes one more time, as he presses his left ear against the door. There is a loud thud hitting the door, which causes Lucas to scream out loud, which wakes him up. Lucas was in bed the whole time, but the dream had felt so real, so terrifying. He begins to look around his dark room, but sees no stuffed toy. His right arm touches something. The slow turn of his head. A scream is heard as the stuffed toy jumps at him.
What a delightful tale! And remember, next time you want to prank someone, be aware that what goes around comes around.